Sarkodie, who wants everybody to see him say, "Onuneye, industry darling boy, you know. Yeah, he's so corporate, he's a gentleman." You come up with this vulgarity. How many dicks have you sucked? Excuse my Latin. Sarkodie's response is nothing. And if I had my own way, I would strip him of all his ambassadorial deals. One, I will ban his music for a certain period. This is what happens. Look at what happened to Kanye West. You know, I confused, especially in Yvonne's thing. What I read in this book, what I see every day when I read this book, is a woman who is suffering from mental issues.
Adolfo Yamakwaba, Ediba Vimbas TV. So, when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can also subscribe. Turn notification on. And now on United Showbiz, Sarkodie any Yvonne Nelson saga ego PMO Blakk Rasta e can dream e de chair Sarkodie. Na answer ne beka the Blakk Rasta e can on United Showbiz platform. No yin e ka is a few weeks ago and Yvonne Nelson e releasing a book title ne I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. Now in chapter 8 of that book, yin can say or say in 2010 on Sarkodie have a sexual affair a year no Yvonne Nelson and a force that particular affair. Now to us we mu say emra omo have affair no fanyin saying Emma Sarkodie or catch no Sarkodie denied taking responsibility of the pregnancy. Was the reason Sarkodie estate here and they say one or tenema me ho and a two or what girlfriend as you see and a girl no any year Tracy success until she had to abort that pregnancy. Or say Sarkodie any manager and they could see no our hospital or committee that abortion, after which Sarkodie failed to reach out to her until Sewatro this particular book. Now Sarkodie emra this revelation by Shatawale, Papi Kojo, Saliman, and a lot of critics of his brand and a sere no did in attempt. Finally, a few days later, and a Sarkodie ebe reply to Yvonne Nelson, I want be a title near Try Me. On that particular song, Sarkodie chemu say, no and a force Yvonne Nelson song koye abortion. Now one, Yvonne Nelson say school and untina or koye that particular abortion. Or say or sign so crampo ekachen is an can a doctor and besheno. Yvonne Nelson denying ye inti no crown jin detail now saying say no dia. One fancy ho of Yvonne Nelson a shawuni say and the boys doso say or the Cuban chain cry a example say the boys so to say Cuban chain or to also say Yvonne Nelson there she's for the streets now a book no nyanse bi enim say Ghanaians ne pen negativity. That is the genesis of Yvonne Nelson and the Sarkodie beef. On United Showbiz, Blakk Rasta said if he had his own way and could ban Sarkodie's music as stripping it off every ambassadorial deals or sanso ekasa edify Yvonne Nelson watch say na enye asem ketu akra. At the moment no sa video no trending moment enko video as all credit goes to UTV. Therefore I drink share a comment section no am I.
Sarkodie did not see or he refused to see say this is a woman who was born without a father. Up till now she's looking for a father. Her book says I am not Yvonne Nelson. The problem is not the Yvonne, is the Nelson there. This is a woman who has gone through hell. She almost won Miss Ghana and a BBC here. And so many different things. And I expect the corporate Sarkodie, who wants everybody to see him say, "Onuneye, industry darling boy, you know. Yeah, he's so corporate, he's a gentleman." You come up with this vulgarity. How many dicks have you sucked? Excuse my Latin.
It's wrong.
You are for the street. So you slept with a street girl, right? You are immature. You look, go to the Bible, enter the Bible. Prostitutes crown. Mary Magdalene, no back. There was a prophet who was ordered by God to go and marry a prostitute. And look at how God used a prostitute to save Israel. Remember what I mean? These are times. So you never look down on people like that. About who advises Sarkodie? Why na Oma no advice no? For Yvonne, she wrote a masterpiece. Me kind book where I feel so good. I wish say there were some names she hid from us that she would have mentioned, like the Nigerian issue, how some actresses were lesbians, and some too were taking drugs and all that. And I wish say all these things will come on, but Sarkodie's response It's nothing. And if I had my own way, I would strip him of all his ambassadorial deals. One, I will ban his music for a certain period. This is what happens. Look at what happened to Kanye West.
For what offense?
Good. He asked for what offense? The offense is that you have responded to somebody who has said something, and by so doing, you have looked down on womanhood. Understand? That's the offense.
I'll come back.
Or the Sarkodie, by of course you can put out everything. Maybe a book no say Jesus Christ, everything that is done in the Bible. He picked on Sarkodie. If you read the book, you would infer correctly say that was the very first abortion she had. Or see, when she was in her teens, her mother opened her legs like meat pie.
Like a Bible
Like that, and read from Leviticus. And told her straight away, this Bible that I'm reading, you have to keep it holy. Next time I open it and I see that Leviticus has been moved to Numbers, I'm going to deal with you.
With ginger.
See? Ginger and pepper. That's what she said. She said she was so naive when it came to some of these things. And when she was careless, Sarkodie wasn't the first person she dated. And she said she lost her guard. These are the worst. Because the guy was probably charming, probably she saw a certain future in Sarkodie or Jai. You can meet us. I've met a number of ladies on a first meeting. I won't take them for cheap. I won't look down on them. It's just the aura around you. Sometimes it's what you bring on the table. But there are some men who are immature. Oh, a loose girl. No. It depends on who you meet. She met Sarkodie. Look at the level of Yvonne at the time. Who was Sarkodie at that time? A budding artist who was just beginning to win some awards left, right, and center by the cheap Ghanaian award systems. Like VGMA, others are. You have to vote before you win. Award banner, you're voting to buy. You are buying the award. These are the conversations we should have. The hard conversations. You can marinate the thing, garnish the thing, but the truth remains the truth. Award banner, Uber voted to win that award. These were the awards Sarkodie and the rest were winning, including me myself.
As of that time now, winning send a year amount.
Debbie, a year man, I returned all the awards.
After how many years?
After when I got conscious, there is no a friend says expiry date when it comes to consciousness. A bimmer take 20 years with Halifax when I came to talk or say some things he wrote in the past and there he would have taught something else. And
of course,
we grow. It takes people different times to journey to their destination. And Sarkodie's issue, Yvonne was a beautiful flower. You liked the girl, you went and did your own thing. Fine. Then she got pregnant. When she got pregnant, she approached her and said, oh, what we did now, it locked. And you said you were not ready. According to her in her own book, also said she wasn't that ready. Normally, when things like this happen, the women are more traumatized than the men. Most of the time, it doesn't even matter their age. We are confused, especially in Yvonne's thing. What I read in this book, what I see every day when I read this book, is a woman who is suffering from mental issues.
For Blakk Rasta and I'm in Kasa born a dream Eddie Sarkodie. Send your Kasai and a lot of people are saying say he is not right. Now so Kase Sarkodie gu chese Yvonne Nelson anymasi. Did Yvonne Nelson also consider say Sarkodie is married to Tracy and Sana indirectly no and also pese ogu Tracy anymasi through nikunu Sarkodie. Osanso ebinum esanso ebisa or social media so say the Blakk Rasta ekano must it always be about women, must it always be say yegu mba anima say how about men until the Yvonne else throw about Sarkodie who is now happily married, was he right? And anka opposite wo Blakk Rasta also defend Sarkodie as he is doing now in the camp of Yvonne else way. And yes, some questions a lot of people bisa for I drink chair for comment session am I CP
Vimbaz TV.